Introduction. When we look up and see the night sky, we notice thousands of stars that are spread all over like swarms of glowworms in a dark forest. The sun, which is the most important source of light and heat for us, is one of these stars. Similarly, the moon, the other important natural source of light, is a satellite, while the earth, where we live, is a planet. The stars, the satellites, and the planets are among the countless objects spread across the sky, known as celestial bodies. The universe. Everything that exists in space is part of the universe. In other words, the universe consists of the sun, the moon, the earth, stars, gas and dust, and all forms of life. According to a theory proposed by scientists Lee Matter and George Gamow, the universe came into being almost 14 billion years ago following a gigantic explosion called the Big Bang. Galaxies are vast clusters of stars, planets, gas, dust, etc. There are billions of galaxies spread out in the universe, while larger galaxies have trillions of stars. The smaller ones consist of less than a billion stars. Galaxies have different sizes, shapes, and brightness. On the basis of their shapes, there are three major types of galaxies: elliptical, spiral, and irregular. Stars. The little twinkling dots that you see in the night sky are stars. These are giant balls of gas in space and have their own light. All the stars that you notice in the night sky belong to the Milky Way. It has hundreds of billions of stars. It has enough gas and dust to make billions of more stars. They are all held together by gravity. When you look up in the sky at night, you can see groups of stars forming shapes such as those of an animal, a mythological character, or an object. Such a group of stars with some imaginary shape is called a constellation, nakshatra. The solar system consists of the Sun, planets, including our Earth, which revolve around the Sun in fixed paths called orbits. The Sun is at the center of the solar system, and its gravitational pull keeps all the planets and other bodies in their orbits. Made up of intensely hot gases, the Sun is the largest member of the solar system. It provides heat and light to all the planets. Without the Sun, life on Earth would not exist and our planet would be completely barren and frozen. The gravitational field of the Sun holds the entire solar system together. The Sun has 8 planets that orbit around it. No two planets are the same. They have different compositions, surface temperatures, and gravitational pulls. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars are called inner planets as they are closer to the Sun. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, which lie farther from the Sun, are called outer planets. These have rings around them and many moons. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. It is the closest planet to the Sun. It is also the fastest moving planet as it revolves around the Sun once in every 88 days. However, it spins on its axis very slowly, once in every 58.6 days. Its temperature is around 400 degrees Celsius during the day, but drops to about minus 170 degrees Celsius at night. This is because Mercury has almost no atmosphere. Venus is the hottest planet with a temperature of 475 degrees Celsius even during the night. This is because its atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide, a gas that traps heat. Since its size is almost the same as that of the Earth, it is also called sister planet of the Earth. It is the brightest planet in the night sky and easy to spot from the Earth. As it appears in the early morning or evening, it is also called morning star or evening star. The Earth is the fifth largest and the third nearest planet to the Sun. It is the only planet that has life-supporting conditions like water and air, which are essential for survival. From the outer space, the Earth appears blue because two-thirds of its surface is covered by water. It is therefore called the blue planet. Mars is often referred to as the red planet because of the presence of red soil. This planet has many features in common with the Earth, such as an atmosphere with clouds and polar caps that melt partly in summer. But it has no water and very thin and dry atmosphere. It has two small satellites. Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system with faint rings around it. It is about 318 times heavier than the Earth. Also, its diameter is about 11 times more than that of the Earth. It is a gas giant made up of hydrogen and helium and is covered by a layer of clouds. It has no solid surface like most other planets. Jupiter is also the fastest rotating planet that causes severe storms. It also has a strong magnetic field and 67 natural satellites. Saturn is the second largest planet in our solar system after Jupiter. It is known for its rings. Space studies show that this planet had 12 major rings made up of ice particles varying in size from very small to as big as an iceberg. Uranus is the third largest planet after Jupiter and Saturn. It is 4 times larger than the Earth. Uranus is similar to Jupiter and Saturn in its composition, but colder because of its distance from the Sun. Uranus also has thin rings, but they cannot be seen from the Earth as they are black in color. It has 27 natural satellites. Neptune, also called the blue giant, it is the farthest planet in the solar system. It is so far from the Earth that it can hardly be seen, even with powerful telescopes. It spins quite rapidly on its axis, taking only 16 hours 7 minutes for one rotation. 1 year on Neptune lasts for almost 165 Earth years. Space studies show that it has about 13 satellites and thin rings similar to those of Uranus. Our planet Earth is the only planet which has life. The photographs of the Earth taken from space show that it is a colorful planet with shades of blue, white and green. The oceans and seas make the Earth look blue when seen from space. The white color represents the clouds and green shows the vegetation. 30% of our planet is covered by land and 70% by water. The Earth is surrounded by an atmosphere of nitrogen, oxygen and water vapor. It also has a layer of ozone which absorbs some of the damaging radiation from the sun. Most importantly, the Earth has water. These conditions support life. Besides, our planet has soil which allows plants to grow. Though the temperatures on the Earth vary a lot, minus 85 degrees Celsius to 65 degrees Celsius. We have more or less constant temperature between day and night. Our planet is about 149,591,000 kilometers away from the Sun. Therefore, it is neither too hot nor too cold. Satellites are smaller celestial bodies which revolve around the larger bodies, generally the planets. As planets move around the Sun, their satellites accompany them in their revolution. Satellites may be human-made or natural. Human-made satellites are sent to space to collect information on celestial bodies. They are launched into the orbit using rockets. The moon is the brightest object in the night sky but has no light of its own. It only reflects light from the Sun. The moon is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from the Earth. It completes one revolution around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes almost the same time to complete a rotation on its axis. Asteroids are small, rocky bodies that have been left over from the formation of the planets 4.5 billion years ago. Most of them can be found orbiting the Sun in a belt between Mars and Jupiter. This region in our solar system is called the asteroid belt. And meteorites. Meteors are tiny pieces of metal or rock which come into existence when asteroids break up. Most meteors burn up before they even reach the Earth. The shooting stars that we often see are not stars but meteors streaking across the sky. When these objects You might have heard about or seen a comet with a shining tail flashing through the night sky. Comets are small, icy bodies that revolve around the Sun. They glow with the light of the Sun as they come close to it.